What's up, guys? Math, you're getting ready to watch Season 1, Episode 9 of Dandadan. Last episode, we have been attacked. So, obviously, the Serpoians, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, the aliens are attacking us with some weird Loch Ness monster thingy, as well as a mantis shrimp thingy. This is one of those shows, and I would assume it gets even crazier and crazier as, like, obviously only one season is out as I'm watching this, but I mean, more seasons are going to come out in the future. It's just going to keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder, and that's sort of the appeal of Dandadan, at least what I heard going into it, and then also this, whatever I've experienced for the first, 8 episodes. It's just been weird, and I love it. Like, it's weird. I can't wait to see Ira's powers. I don't know if she's going to have like anything unique to her, or it's just going to be the same thing as like Ken or anything like that. I do want to see. I get very much. I think I said this in an earlier episode. I get very much Ben 10 vibes, just sort of like with Momo in like the Gwen role, where like her powers are maybe slightly more boring than everyone else, but they're a little more useful in like day-to-day, episode-to-episode sort of plot reasons. But I do want to see an expansion of her, role, her powers and all that. And the final thing is something else I mentioned. Obviously, these aliens have, I don't know the exact vocabulary I'm supposed to use. They have, like, essentially, I didn't even have to describe this. The only people that can sense them or interact with them right now are people with the psychic powers or, a connection to that. In the entire school, only our 3 major characters have been in there. So I am very intrigued to see if anyone else is going to show up. I don't know. I kind of hope. Well, that's the thing with shorter seasons of anime, like a 12, episode season, when compared to something that's like a 25 or a 30 or something like that, to where, or even like One Piece related, like you don't know how long like the full group is going to form. I don't know if our main group is just going to be, Momo, Ken, Ira, and Dodoria. I don't know if that's going to be the big 4. I don't know if there's going to be more involved. You think it's something like One Piece, and it essentially takes like 50 episodes to get your, main core. So, and I don't know, but I'm ready to get into this episode and this weird, fantastic anime. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like, leave a comment. Over on Patreon, I am already completely done Season 1, so if you want to get all of those reactions right now when you're watching this, go check that out. And the final thing, the most important thing, if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get into episode 9. God damn, man. These powers are, again, they're weird, but they look so cool. I know you want to look. Bro, rip this fucking bitch away from me. The voices are incredible. Damn! She's already goated with the sauce. Damn, you. Oh, straight for the source? Whoa. Damn. Okay. Did they just, like, give the shrimp powers to do a mission? Ken! I don't care if you're butt-ass naked, let's go! Oh my god, why am I getting... Dude, this show is insane. What the fuck is that? Some One Piece bullet punches or something? Here we go with this yellow color scheme. Yeah, each time we have a run-in, it's got a color scheme. Oh my god. Ira is mopping everyone. Never mind. Stop zooming in there. What a coinky dink. Jesus fucking Christ. You can't have them. Damn! He wanted his lick back? He's finally dressed. Never mind. Put your hands away. Let me see it. No! Glass is gonna break. Dude, these guys fucking dumb and dumbest. Jeez. Ken gotta be dead, bro. He's fighting back. Oh my god, his ass. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything. Not the awesome zone! As Momo? Shut up, bitch. Oh my god! Stay away. Why are the voices getting fucking creepier? No words on him being naked? Damn, you got full moon back there. These guys are fucking panicking. I don't know what's going on. Not lower his wages. What are you doing? Just came into his head? Yo. What the fuck is going on? They've upgraded this man. They've turned him into a dancing clown. Chopping him up. Come on, man, we can beat you. Shit reminds me of fucking Adventure Time. Yo, does Ken have the greatest cheeks in the history of anime? What's going on? Like every time they do a scene, my eyes immediately divert to the cheeks. I can't help myself. Oh my god. We need to exterminate these motherfuckers. Is that Loch Ness thing not a part of him? Or is it like a separate entity? swimming in acid. And the color scheme has changed too. Yo, I love how colorful this show is. I told you guys. Where's the gravity at? What is it? Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? We can handle this later. We can talk about it in Fanboy later. Let's survive this thing. Okay, yeah, it's a worker. Are we gonna kill you? The worker's stronger than the boss? God damn. This man, dude! If my pay's getting cut 8 million%, I'm not still working. Jesus, Sonic down there. Hasn't been practicing, probably. She's just fucking drowning down there. I can't handle this. Kiss, kiss, kiss. They're such a fucking loving, bickering husband and wife that they're about to get themselves killed. He's still, aww, he's adjusting his glasses and shit. Oh my god, he's asking for a confession? What's going on? Guys, I'm obviously joking and exaggerating, but like, I don't care about this alien shit. I just want the fucking rom-com. What, looks sexy? Yeah, back up off me. Don't grind on me. She's blushing right now. Touch me. Businessman, you that's awesome. Fucking David Hasselhoff and SpongeBob. Surfing him, goddamn. Yeah, this music is great. She will. You tried to kill me! The fuck's with the Mr. Robot ass camera angle? Why, Momo? At least give Ken a piece of your clothing. Yo! Look, this monster has eviscerated all of them. Are they like dead, or can you repair them? Are these even their real forms? Or is this some sort of manifestation? Oh, dude, why is this shit? What is wrong with this show, man? How do we even get out of this? Do we just have to hope that, like, if we're in their manifestation thing, we're not leaving until they stop it? Let's see what you got. Damn. Why are we getting a fucking SpongeBob zoom in? Jesus Christ. I save. Why is this whole episode the weirdest, randomest, most action-packed, sexual minor episode I've ever seen in the world? We gotta run, man. Make it. Drink all the water. Hello.
また高圧化水流が切れてしまいましたね。まあしかしあなたを殺す方法はいくらでもありますので、あなたはとても危険な人なので、まず殺してから解剖します。溺れ死ぬのは待ってもいいですが、少々時間を使いすぎました。殴り殺してもよろしいでしょうか。
I would rather you not do that, but that's it's up to you, I guess. You've fallen for our plan, little buddy. Jesus. You've been tricked. Mantigian. Looks like the fucking, what's that, the Gobbledywonker or something from Gravity Falls? I'm the main character, I'll probably survive. This is the greatest teamwork in the history of anime, like what's going on? Oh, that's awesome. I mentioned too, but the music this episode too has been really goddamn good, like the entire time. So what happens? Like we wake up soaking wet in a random room in the school? And why am I getting Quentin Tarantino shots of? Oh my god, what in the world is going on? Someone take a picture of this. Our friends need to take a picture of this. They might get suspended for it if someone sees them. Is Ira gonna see this and get jealous? It's gonna be just a jealousy love triangle. Get your one ball off of me. Thank you, hallway. Oh, someone is listening to this. Someone is listening to this out of context. Thank you for being so hard. The whole school? And there's pictures? That's child pornography. Why are you joining in? I gotta say, it's funny. Yeah, I spoke about at the beginning of the episode, like just the weirdness factor. I can safely say that was the weirdest episode of anime I've ever watched. Of TV I've ever watched. That was insanely weird. It was so weird that like a part, that's the awkward part about it, or like, not awkward, I don't know how to describe it, like, this isn't typically something that I would watch. This is really out there, and at times it is a little like, why is 90% of this episode showcasing a underage naked boy and two underage lingerie wearing girls? You know what I mean? So that part was a little weird. But you know, like I said, and I've been saying on my channel a lot recently, and it's something that I've been very grateful to start this channel because it's allowed me to do this. I am watching so many different kinds of shows nowadays, so many different genres, so many different points, so many different settings. So while this the weirdness factor wouldn't necessarily be my first choice. It's a nice change of pace, and again, like I'm not saying it's the greatest thing I've ever watched, because I want to repeat, at times this like the weirdness stuff, and in any anime, like the sexualization of underage people, it is a little awkward culturally, but I have, for the most part, I have a very fun time while watching. I really do. And again, at the base of it, the core of it, my heart, I'm not saying it's the greatest love story of all time, but I'm fully fucking straddled into the Ken and Momo romance. I need it. I want it. And look, Ira's cool, okay? I see a lot of potential for her to grow as a character, very kind of like a Bakugo from My Hero, in the sense of I like them right now. Or I'll use just straight up for Ira. I like Ira right now, but if she goes through like some sort of arc, some sort of character evolution, I would like her considerably more. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Hopefully, like I said, I don't want a love triangle. I'm not saying like I would hate the show or anything like that. This is just me from me like a weird, like I'm kind of really buying into this romance. I don't want there to be like a 7-season fucking love triangle where there's pull back and forth. No. We need to I don't know if we need to introduce a character that can be a love interest towards Ira or something like that. So I don't even not want anything. I just want Ken and Momo. That's all I want. That's all I need. That's all that I'm asking for. That's not a lot. And again, I liked this episode, but it felt very much, and I'm not saying like every episode needs to be the same, but the acrobatic silky stuff from 2 episodes ago, obviously was the peak of the show in my opinion, and again, I've only watched 9 episodes, but I thought that was a really nice, like, I think I said it after I finished that episode, like, I watched the first couple episodes of Dandadan, it was okay. I'm sorry, wrong word. It was good. I liked it. But again, a little weird, little this. Like, what's the show going to be about? Is there going to be villains or anything like that? What is really the selling point of this show other than it just being fucking freaky deaky? And I thought that was what I got with the acrobatic silky stuff. I thought that, like, wow, this could be a really good show. And I'm not saying, like, I don't have the opinion that, like, oh, come on, we're never going to get to that again. No, I'm sure we're going to get to that 50 times after this. But it is a little harsh seeing, like, going from that immediately to fucking sexy, kissy, straddling sexual jokes. You know what I mean? Again, it's fun. The show's funny. The action is great. The animation is very good. So the animation is really good in the sense of the art style it's going for is, like I said, it's very colorful. It's very busy. It's very action-packed. It's very fast-paced. But at no point do I feel like confused about what I'm seeing or anything like that. Like I'm fully like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I can understand everything, and that's really appreciated. There are a couple animes. Again, I don't want to shit on animation. Again, I'm not a fucking animator. It's not my forte, so to speak. But I have watched a couple animes where I'm going like, what the fuck's going on? And they had significantly less action than what was in this episode. So, again, full fucking props to the creators of this anime right here. Again, that's what I mean, and I keep talking about like the story. Again, I would assume we're gonna this anime is very much monster of the week, like a Supernatural or even monster of the criminal of the week, like a Law and Order, like a fucking Criminal Minds, in the sense of we're gonna have a slow overarching story throughout like a season or a couple seasons, maybe a couple minutes each episode. In this first season, this being Momo and Ken's relationship. But each episode is going to primarily focus on like a more minor conflict, action-packed sort of fucking, okay, this is the minor thing. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how we sort of, like I said, expand from that, evolve from that. As fun as these fucking Serpoians and these aliens and their weird little fucking creatures and shit like that, as cool as they are, I do kind of want to see lore. I don't want to say like, oh, in 3 seasons we're gonna have the fucking king of the aliens and we're gonna have fucking alien hierarchy. I'm not gonna necessarily jump to those wishes or anything like that right now, but I do want to see more. But again, it's another thing too. I don't have like unhealthy expectations. Again, I've only watched 9 episodes, and like off the top of my head, I can only think of like Free Run Beyond Journey's End, maybe as like through 9 episodes, elite tier. I don't think this is elite tier, but if we get a little more serious, I could definitely see, not even if we continuously get to the level of seriousness as we did with Acrobatic Silky storyline, then I would be a fan. I really would. But again, I liked the episode. Again, some of the weird sexual stuff is a little jarring at points. I was talking about this in another reaction. I'm pretty sure it was not Dandadan. It might have been My Hero. And I don't really want to. I don't want like every goddamn episode of anime for me to have this discussion. But it's something I do want to mention real quick one time, so I don't have to mention it ever again. The sexualization of characters in shows is a little weird. I must say. I hope this doesn't sound weird. I kind of appreciate the fact that it doesn't feel like just sort of shitting on and sexualizing just women. The fact that Ken spent the entire fucking episode naked. I'm not saying I like that, but I am saying that I think that this show is treating it a little better than some shows that just completely shit on women. No, it's sexualizing both sides. So that is a little better than usual. But I've always said this. I don't have a problem with fan service or over-sexualization as long as the story is good and as long as the characters are written well. So, just for instance, if you fucking show like 2 no-named women pop up on screen with their bahumas out and you're fucking, you know what I mean, just to be eye candy, I don't really necessarily like that. But if you have a strong, interesting, you know what I mean, well-written, complex character whom also is, you know, has bahumbas or something like that, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You can sexualize people. Just give their character some care, if that makes any sense. Give them some time. And I won't, like I said, I won't like it, but I won't have a problem with it. When you have, you know what I mean, the shittiest characters of all time that are only there for you to look at their boobs, that's when I go, nah, I don't know. And so far this show, like I said, I love Momo. Ira, I see a lot of potential for. Dodoria is badass, but so far I would not necessarily say that they're elite characters. So a part of me maybe is kind of going, nah, on it. But again, I don't hate the show or anything like that. I know that this was a really like one of the most popular animes of last year. I believe this came out in 2024. I think. I would be very intrigued to know if there was a lot of controversy surrounding this, because again, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's a Japanese culture thing, and when it gets sort of converted to like a Western perspective, it does kind of get lost in translation. And I'm not saying like, oh, Western people are so much better and so much better. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying just frankly, there's a difference in culture that sometimes it's a little jarring when, you know, transferred over. So I would be interested to see if people shat over this or were confused about, you know, what they were trying to go for. But again, to end it off, and I don't want to have that conversation every episode, but I did feel like it was something that I did have to talk about. But I like the show. I like the show. And again, for some reason, it's one of the strongest like romantic, you know, duos of anything I've ever seen. I don't know why it's hitting me so much. So I after I finish every episode of Dandadan, I get on my knees and I pray to the romantic gods, to Cupid himself, that they get together soon. So, but it's gonna be an endgame thing. I just know it. So, but I will see you guys next week for episode 10. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I'm very hyped for again whatever weird wacky run in is next episode. I'm hoping for lore. I want some lore. I want some character development. I want some relationships. I want all that fun stuff. So, like I said, I'm finished season 1 over on Patreon already. So if you're interested, go check that out. And if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. I will see you guys. Have a good one.